Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have some, I'm sure you probably have seen it on the news, or maybe you have not, but I've got two different reports, okay? Right here. They're both printed out. One is from Concealed Carry News, the other one's from ABC 7 New York, so you can, these are printed around the internet, you can read them. Alright, I want to tell you a couple things. First of all, I'm going to hit the highlights. I'm not going to read every little thing, because I don't want this video to go 20 minutes long. But basically what happened was, there was a male who was a security guard at this bar, and apparently there was somebody trying to commit a shooting in there. Well, the guy knocked this guy down or whatever, held him at gunpoint, and make a long story short, he got shot. But I'm not going to make a long story short, because I'm going to tell you about it. So, it says that Illinois State Police, this was in Illinois, released a statement early Sunday about a shooting that killed a 26-year-old Jamil Robertson. The statement does not address the report from witnesses, who says the officer fired despite people shouting Robertson was a security guard, okay? He was wearing a hat that had the word security when he was shot, okay? So, you know, I mean, anybody can wear a hat. I mean, there's people who wear veterans hats, and they're not veterans, okay? And that's the truth. I've seen that many times. So anyway, he was shot outside Manny's Blue Room in Robbins by an officer responding to a report of shots fired at a bar. An attorney for Robertson's mother says Robertson was holding down the suspect wearing a hat with the word security when he was shot. Okay, and then it goes on to say how, you know, an official in a neighboring community has asked prosecutors to investigate, saying he's concerned that race, here we go with that again, played a role in the shooting. Robertson was black and the officer was white. Okay, so, you know, I can't speak for everybody, but I know for myself, that would never take place, okay? Because, you know, I personally don't see color, and I hate it that the news exploits that. I mean, come on, guys. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. You know, if you like Trump, you know, he talks about fake news, you know, why don't you just report the news, not add all that other crap in there? Now, I mean, this may have been said. I'm sure it has been since they put it in here, but why bring that part of it into play when, you know, really, I mean, I know everybody wants to hear all the news, but that just fuels the fire for everybody else to say, oh, that's it, you know, these white people, you know, they're terrible, they're the devil, whatever. So anyway, you know, come on, guys. We're all people in the end, okay? Anyway, it goes on to say that, according to preliminary findings, Robertson was shot after he did not respond to calls to drop his weapon, okay? And then said the report claims that Robertson was wearing plain black clothes with no marking to identify him as a security guard. He said other witnesses have said the opposite. All right, so, and then it goes on to say that, November 11th, 2018, at approximately 4:02 a.m., involving the Midlothian Police Department officer, the shooting occurred at this place at Manny's Blue Room Lounge. A preliminary investigation has revealed an armed suspect entered the lounge and opened fire, striking multiple people inside the establishment. Officers from Robbins and Midlothian Police Department, along with suburban police officers, responded to the calls of shots fired and a fight in progress. Said when officers arrived on the scene, the incident was ongoing. A Midlothian officer encountered a subject in plain black clothing with no markings, readily identifying him as a security guard, armed with a gun in the west parking lot. According to a witness statement, the officer gave the armed subject multiple verbal commands to drop the gun and get on the ground before ultimately discharging his weapon and striking the subject. Okay? Then it goes on to say, you know, he was 26, you know, he's working security guard at the lounge. You know, reports officers repeatedly provided medical assistance to multiple gunshot victims, including Robertson. Robertson was transported to a local area hospital where he was pronounced deceased. That is really sad. You know, I feel terrible for that guy because, you know, here he was doing his job and, you know, he had to lose his life, you know. And that's really damn pitiful. Now, like I said, you know, the cops in that predicament probably was, you know, so, oh my gosh, you know, I mean, you can imagine if you went into a place like that, you know, guns drawn out, people fighting, what would you think, okay? Now, if you go to the concealed carry, this is all that there is. Just one little page, okay? And it's very good. It's right to the point, you know. It says exactly the same thing, you know, except it doesn't glorify anything except the person who is trying to do things. I like, if you read this part, you go to Concealed Carry News, concealedcarrynation.com. It says that after shooting, now there's a lot of stuff on here, okay, but It said after the shooting, Robertson stopped. Witnesses say he had the man on the ground with his knee in his back, telling the man not to move. Witnesses also stated that they told the responding officer that the man holding the gun to the other man was a security guard. We all yelled, "He is security, he is security," and without giving any thought, they shot him, said a witness. The vest said security as well. So he was wearing a vest too. Now see, on the ABC News, that was not even mentioned. Okay, so to me, ABC's trying to make it look like, you know, it's all race, cops, white cops hate black people, and so on and so forth, you know. But right here, I mean, it says it right here, black and white, that it says that he was wearing a vest too, along with the hat. Anyway, Robertson was definitely a hero and was doing his job description that was called for. An armed security guard in the bar can't be an easy task. He wanted to help protect people, according to all his family members. Jamel was trying to save people's lives. He was working security because of a shooting had just taken place in the establishment, the family's attorney George Cluess told CNN. So he was doing his job and holding on to somebody until the police arrived. And a police officer, our feeling is, did not make the proper assessment and fired and killed Jamel. Now, I hope I'm saying his name right. Anyway, it's a terrible story with a terrible ending. That's the damn truth. No one can imagine what that family's going through and losing one in such a way. The officer who fired the shots has not been identified. Alright, so what do I take away from that, okay? I take away that, you know, instead of, you know, saying, you know, black, white, you know, yes, that's probably, I don't think that is the case on this, but, you know, we need to stop looking at that, because all it does is divide this country more and more and more, okay? You know, I think that those cops, I mean, it's a tense time for cops, I mean, but at the same time, damn, if everybody in the bar is telling you, hey, I mean, you need to not be so tunnel vision down to that, and you need to take care of what is really important, which is, you know, seeing the whole thing before you shoot, okay? So guys, I think it's a sad situation. Unfortunately, it happened. I wish it did not, you know, and I really, if the family, any family member is watching this, I personally feel very bad for you all, and my thoughts and prayers are definitely with you guys, and I hope that, you know, from here on out, it should have already been, but when we take more time to assess the situation, I know sometimes time is of the essence, and, you know, you might have to just act, but guys, come on. So, anyway, you know, I feel bad for this, and I hope you all do too. Guys, stay safe, stay vigilant, be careful, guys, and guys, just, you know, carry on, guys. God bless you guys, stay safe, and we'll see you on the next one, guys. Have a great day.